Hey guys, I'm Fred Ranger and I hope you're doing good. Wow, did you guys go crazy in the comment box in the last video I posted about me thinking about adding Sony to my ecosystem. If you haven't seen the video, click here and you'll see what I mean. This was just a video to open things up, to open the conversation, and you guys were very intense, telling me to wait for Nikon, which I did, by the way, and I'm not super impressed by the announcement. I think Nikon did a great job of bringing to the market a camera that was up to par with the other guys, but not revolutionary or not bringing something new to the table. So I waited and I read all your comments, and there's a lot of comments that are very unique in there and that helped me and that pushed me actually to pull the trigger on that camera that I was thinking about, and it arrived today. So I'm super happy to open that brown box that came from Camera Canada. Thank you, Camera Canada, for sending me that camera very fast. I know it's back ordered everywhere, so I really appreciate it. You guys are great. If you are in Canada or anywhere in the world actually, and you want very reliable customer service and good prices, cameracanada.com is the way to go. I'm not being paid to do that, paid full price for what's in the box here, but I just like to highlight when Canadian companies are doing a great job in supporting their clients. Enough of me talking. What you want to see is what's in this brown box here, and I've got the Grandpa knife. This is always a must when we're doing unboxing here. And let's see what's in this pretty box, because as you know, I've waited, guys. I've waited for Nikon. I wanted Nikon to bring something very unique, very revolutionary to the table. And the Z mount is great, and the megapixels are there, you know, 24 and 48, I think. This is all good, this is all great. Not a lot of lenses, and I think we're reliving what Sony actually did a couple years ago with a very tiny sets of lenses, which is normal when you're launching a mirrorless system, a total new mirrorless system. But I wanted to invest in a system where I could grow it, and could grow it very rapidly, because I will be using a lot of lenses. I did the same thing with Fujifilm, which I'm very proud of because I had very good time shooting with these cameras. But now it's time for me to go full frame. And oh, look at that. They gave me a little lens pen, which is always useful. And again, if you want to buy a camera, you should definitely consider Camera Canada. And look at this nice little touch. I'm a French-speaking person. They even wrote merci, which means thank you. Thank you so much. Here's the actual box itself. You've got in there a 24 megapixel full frame Sony camera, and this is the second chance I'm giving Sony. I had the 6500, which I sold, and now I'm trying the E-mount full frame 35mm Sony camera. I've heard so many good things about this camera. I've heard some complaints about this camera, and I wanted to test it for myself. So I pulled the trigger, and let's see what's in the box of a Sony a7 III. If we go right here, you've got, you know, the usual manuals here, which I won't really need because I'm gonna download the digital version. I'll put a link down below if you want, and if you just bought a Sony a7 III and you want to download the manuals on your iPhone or your tablet and so on and so forth. And apparently there's not a lot of things because there's not even a charger in there, so I think this unboxing will go very fast. This is your usual strap, and again, very new for me because I'm a Fujifilm shooter for the past 5 years. So I'm rediscovering Sony. Again, the last Sony camera I had was the Vlog, was a 6500. Didn't really like it, but now I want to give it another try. That's it, guys. This is the what's in the box outside of the camera itself. Nope, there's another thing right here. What is this? Battery. This is, oh my God. One sec, I'll be back. It's so big that it's actually so heavy that it went on the floor. No, it's not the battery, it is a charger, and that's the wall charger. So you can charge your camera through USB, and this is USB right here. that you can plug in the camera and charge. I know USB-C is also accepted in this camera, so you could use your Mac, you know, the new Macs ports. And this is the battery. This is the battery that's so big that everybody's talking about and that everybody else is having a hard time to copy, because this apparently is lasting long hours. So and my Fuji is having trouble focusing here, so I hope that the focusing system will be better on the A7 III and the lenses. But this is the NP-FZ100, and this is definitely a battery that's going to be long lasting compared to the Fujifilm or to even the Canon M50 that I have right here in the back. So the main act, so this is, guys, my new video camera. Oh yeah, baby. Look at this beautiful, beautiful body here. You've got the dials on top. You've got your flippy screen, like so. I would have loved for the screen to, you know, go like this so I could vlog with it. I will still vlog with it, but I think I'm gonna, you know, mount a little phone on it to see myself, or I'll just trust the reliable autofocus of Sony. So the Ergo actually is pretty good in the hand. This is the first time I'm putting an A7 III in my hands, and I like the grip actually. I've heard so many bad things about Sony and the Ergos of Sony. It's not quite as grippy as the Fujifilm X-H1 that I'm filming on right now, but it is substantial, and I could actually, you know, use it like that and not being worried about dropping it on the floor. So this is, again, full frame, so I don't own a lens right now. This is my question. I have only one lens, and it's a Canon lens, and this is the 15-30 Tamron 2.8. And I am going to use that one for test purposes and to shoot over the weekend. But I'm asking you, and I will have to use the Metabones adapter to make it compatible. But I want to know, what's your favorite lens for Sony E-mount system? I want to know what should be my first lens. Again, as you see, I like asking the community about their experiences so we can all learn, and I can test for you some of the lenses you own or some of the lenses you would like to own. So if you have any questions about this camera, please put them down below. I will shoot with it over the weekend. I have a couple events coming up, a birthday and other stuff, so I will try it for sure with, for now, the Tamron 15-30 2.8, which is not ideal because this is a Canon lens, and I really want a Sony or a Sigma or a Zeiss lens that is, you know, optimized for that mount. I don't want to play with adapters. This is a camera that has 2 card slots. People are a bit mad about the fact that the cards are facing or not facing you when you're inside the card. I don't see that as a big deal, but again, I'll try it and I'll tell you how I feel about it. The dials feel very good. I feel very, not as, you know, as well built as Fuji, because I think Fuji has the best bodies out there right now in the market, but it is a very sturdy camera compared to the other cameras or Sony cameras that I've tried in the past, which were the crop sensor cameras. I like the position of the record button right here. It feels very natural to hit record with your thumb here versus here, which was kind of the place of the record button on the 6500. A lot of customizable button. That's also something that this camera is known for, and I really like the fact that Sony upped their game in terms of the ergonomics. I think this is a great camera. So that's it for now. This was just a quick unboxing, first impression of how it feels in the hand. I like the fact that I will be able to shoot full frame. Again, last time I shot full frame was on a Nikon. Some people in the comments said that it doesn't matter full frame crop sensor. I understand the math of it, but there's just something about the depth of field that you're getting with, and I know I'm gonna get some people putting me the links down below on the fact that it's the same thing and blah, blah, blah. I don't care, guys. I wanna try this full frame sensor and this color science that's been updated on this body. I wanna try to shoot LUT and to shoot, to shoot lug, S-Lug 2 and maybe S-Lug 3 even, and apply some LUT that some I've downloaded and some I've created. So I'll be super keen on testing the heck out of this camera over the weekend. And please, again, if you have questions, put them down below. I've been Fred Ranger. Be happy, enjoy life, and enjoy your gear regardless of what brand it is. Cheers.